Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to give you swatches of e.l.f.'s new eyeshadow product. These are called the Fine as Fleck Glitter Eyeshadows. Please check the description box below. I always link there where you can find the product as well as in the video. There are a total of 6 shades in the line. I have 5 of them to show you. So I'm going to swatch these alone, maybe over a black base, maybe over other eyeshadows, just so you can see the difference in how the color and finish shows up. These retail for $6 each, and they are available at your typical retailers of e.l.f. like Target, Walmart, and of course e.l.f.'s own website. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. If you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow the account over on Instagram. Also, if you didn't see the last video, that was for some new matte lip stains from Maybelline, so I will also link that in the upper right hand corner for you to check out. All right, let's take a look at how e.l.f. describes these new eyeshadows. A sheer sparkly eyeshadow topper packed with microfine glitter flecks that can be worn alone or layered over eyeshadow for long-lasting sparkle. So we know that the finish is supposed to be sheer and shimmery. e.l.f. claims that the formula is soft and smooth without any sort of grit. And in terms of how to use these, e.l.f. does recommend that you put a primer down first, and then they recommend that you use a clean finger to apply the shadow, but you can also use a wide tapered eyeshadow brush for, it says, a very subtle sheer look. So I'll probably go ahead and swatch these with my fingers, at least when swatching them bare, since it seems like that's the most appropriate way to apply this formulation. All e.l.f. products are cruelty-free and vegan. So let's take a look at the ingredients here. As expected, I don't see any sort of fragrance or obviously problematic ingredients. Interestingly, there is some carnauba wax in the formula, so I'm interested to see how that affects the texture and how it swatches. First up is the packaging. You have a rounded squared, clear plastic container, so you can see the actual product inside when you purchase it. The lid flips open. There's no real clasp or magnetic closure, it just closes. You'll find the eyeshadow name on the back, and for the price you get 0.07 ounces or 2 grams of product. First shade up is called White Hot. Second shade is called Straight Fire. Third is Champagne Showers. Fourth is Pop of Pink. And fifth is Filthy Rich. So I've already put down a layer of e.l.f.'s eyeshadow primer. Applying with my finger. White Hot is described as a light sparkle. I see really subtle flashes of light, like a lavender. Straight Fire is described as a red with green and white sparkle. Because it's so sheer, it comes off more like a purple. Champagne Showers is described as a peachy beige with champagne sparkle. Pop of Pink is a pink sparkle. This one actually looks almost just champagne to me. Filthy Rich described as a neutral brown with champagne sparkle. Alright, those are your shades swatched just bare over primer. It's actually really beautiful. The shine or the shimmer is really nicely and finely milled. I'm not getting huge chunks of glitter. That last shade definitely don't need a base, I don't think. In terms of, it stands on its own as its own eyeshadow color. All right, now let's go ahead and swatch these over a black base. Obviously these colors are going to change depending on what the color of the eyeshadows you put at the base, but black will let us really see the shades pop. So we'll start with White Hot again. comes off as more of like a frosty light color. Straight Fire. Interesting. On the camera, I feel like it looks almost blue, at least on my camera screen, but to the eye you get that blue, but also pops of pink. Champagne Showers is next. More of that peachy punch. Pop of Pink is next. Yeah, you see this one? Well, on camera it looks, on my camera monitor it does look like you get a flash of pink, but to my eye it looks more champagne-y. And then Filthy Rich. Oh, interesting. This one, I thought maybe the greens would pop in this one a little more, but I feel like this one stays more brown. All right, those are the shades swatched over black base. All right, so there are e.l.f.'s new Fine as Fleck Glitter Eyeshadows. I actually really like these. I think for a long time we looked at eyeshadows and the most important things were how pigmented and opaque they were. But in some ways I feel like these are more versatile because you can use them in a really sheer and subtle way for every day, or you can have them be more impactful by building them up or by applying them over a strong base to add sparkle and dimension. I think e.l.f.'s description is true that the formula is not gritty. I didn't feel any sort of large or scratchy particles in the formulation when I was swatching them and feeling them. So of course that's really nice. And it's also nice to have more of an even and smooth layer of sparkle when you are applying. If you've been using these, please let me know in the comment section below how you like them or how you typically use them, whether it's alone or over some other eyeshadow, with your fingers, with a brush, etc. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful to you if you were interested in purchasing these. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video.